I spit out. You know the boys from the slum, they carry big poems and ready to burn up everything that's in our way now. Packing the heat, checking the tees, ready to free each and every one of you woes. Who running the gump, man, y'all already know. Them dirty boys, they got a style so cold. Continue to blow, they get a smoke from my nose. If the clips and bust a hole through our foes. Who that there that's trying to steal our flow? After this time, I bet you won't no more. We lived for a while, but now we back on your block. Locking it down because we opened up shop. You open your mouth and boy, you bound to get popped. We lick them up shots, so we keepin' them caught. And every thug that I run with G, smoked out, keepin' free tricks on the knee. Got a sack of green wood, some call it tree. Plus a thing of Thunderbird, make my swerve complete. Now what y'all know about Mr. G? Much love for them thugs who run the street. Crack sales, that man, while them junkies geek. Pump slug, draw blood, and the fakers fleet. I know a lot of y'all out there envy me. That's alright, we knock them off easily. Seem to me that you'll be more concerned with making your own. Cause it is eating them stone, but let it alone. Cause it ain't nothing you can do. Let the ball coming back, we'll be bringing the truth. And the rest of y'all know that we can show the show. This triple low, we knock them down, make them hit the floor. Hit the floor, you gotta hit the floor. Hit the floor, you gotta hit the floor. Here we is, here we is, here we is. When the murder boy drop, better hit the floor. You gotta hit the floor. Hit the floor, you gotta hit the floor. Here we is, here we is, here we is. When the murder boy drop, better hit the floor. You gotta hit the floor. Hit the floor, you gotta hit the floor. Here we is, here we is, here we is. When the murder boy drop, better hit the floor. You gotta hit the floor. Hit the floor, you gotta hit the floor. Here we is, here we is, here we is. Now what y'all think we been doing, bruh? Sitting at home, eating snacks, getting fat. We been in the studio making tracks. But y'all boy wouldn't know nothing about that. YouTube is running out, fat to mouth. Hollering about, we feel loud. You need to worry about y'all on them how. Why y'all always trying to worry about us? Saying where the pimp, where the T. I know they ain't fell off the MAP. Is it gonna be y'all last CD? Look at here, boy, stop asking me. That the same old thing you asked last week. You talk too much if you ask me. I'm glad I ain't tell you that I licked for G. I'm glad I ain't tell you that I flipped the key. Let me ask you a question, you remember my lack? The girl one that I had with my name in the back. Why you won't tell me, hell, who stole that? You pulling everything else out your hat. See, most of y'all started rapping yesterday. So me and T been rapping since the 3rd grade. And I don't give a damn what none of y'all say. We about the only group that deserve to get paid. So roll them up, sack them up, pack them up, and move them out. When dirty boy coming back through this town, and we won't stop till we shut it down. So if you don't know, you better ask them, though. Pimp G, quick to kick down your door. I'ma say it again, like I said it before. When them dirty boys drop, better hit the floor. You gotta hit the floor. Hit the floor, you gotta hit the floor. Here we is, boy. Here we is. When them dirty boys drop, better hit the floor. You gotta hit the floor. Hit the floor, you gotta hit the floor. Here we is, boy. Here we is, boy. When them dirty boys drop, better hit the floor. You gotta hit the floor. Hit the floor, you gotta hit the floor. Here we is, boy. Here we is, boy. When them dirty boys drop, better hit the floor. You gotta hit the floor. Hit the floor, you gotta hit the floor. Here we is, boy. Here we is, boy. Drop.
We on?
Yup.
We on. We motherfucking on. What the fuck is up? It's your boy Marco from Upside Down Studios. It's motherfucking. It's What the Fuck Wednesday, y'all. How y'all doing out there?
Audience button.
We up in this motherfucker. We got Greg. We got motherfucking Corey Cobain.
Yeah.
Lil Lisa sitting in on the whole show, and we might have some people popping in and out. Who the fuck knows?
Yeah.
We never know.
It's upside down around this motherfucker.
Yeah, it's always fucked up.
It is.
Pardon me, everybody. I tried to get here early today, and my fucking phone fell in the shower.
No, you didn't.
It was fucking terrible, and now it's all fuckered up. So I didn't even get to do a pregame video or nothing. So we might even record while we doing this shit, just as a pregame or whatever. Who knows? We'll see what the fuck happens. I know I ain't quite buzzed enough yet to get my mind into what I need to get into. But, yeah. So, first of all, shout out to, let's see, we got Paul motherfucking Goon's show coming up. When is that, Greg? Give me a date.
The 19th.
The motherfucking 19th.
And I will be there.
We will all be in that bitch. Oh, yeah, Corey got his jewelry out today.
Yeah.
We talk about that shit later. We got into a little bit last night.
We did.
Corey and his pretty flashing jewelry that he had on his leg.
He no longer has the laid up shoes.
Yeah.
That supposedly, You know, he did absolutely nothing. I
I
support
did.
him.
That's why I
support
turned
him.
off the
I support
motherfucker.
him.
But the government bought them shoes and bracelets.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
They have to pay for none
he
of
had
that.
some government bling. That's some shit you don't
And
want.
next month,
Trust me.
they're going to get thrown out, and I ain't even going to have to pay for court costs. I'm love it.
Oh, we all got to pay for the court costs.
Even if I beat the shit? No.
Yeah, I done beat plenty of fucking raps that still had to pay for court costs.
Well, they ain't getting nothing from me.
And he said, not a motherfucking thing.
Deja vu.
Then
We
they'll
just had
have,
this conversation
they'll have
hours
bling
ago.
on the other leg, talking about, I got bling because I didn't pay for my other bling.
Well, that's some shit that I can own up to.
I
'cause
get to
did
keep
it.
this one a little bit longer.
Yeah, because it's going to be longer. Terrible.
Terrible, terrible, terrible. So yeah, shout out to Paul Coon. If you want to know what the fuck we're talking about, we've been talking about it for a while, but go to his Facebook page, go to our Facebook page.
Yeah.
And, or go through our Facebook page to get to his Facebook page. Whatever, just get to that bitch and come and kick it.
Yeah.
We're going to be DJing out there. We're going to be broadcasting out there. It's going to be an all-out fucking party. So yeah, come and check that shit out and come have fun. That's gonna be at the new Italian place or old Italian, some Italian place on Market Street.
On Market Street.
Didn't it have like a weird name or something like the Areola or something like that?
No, it was a Amore Cafe.
The Areola Cafe, the outside of the nipple.
Amore.
Yeah,
just bring your asses there.
Hell yeah. Shout out to the Trump party that's going on out in Mansfield, the TJ Phillips and all them. I'm
What
gonna
up,
try to get
TJ?
out there this weekend. I hope so. It might be a conflict of interest because my other daughter's homecoming is Saturday.
Oh,
it's kind of
shit.
chapping my ass, but I'm gonna see if I can't work something out. But
Well,
regardless,
that shit starts earlier in the day, don't it?
I think so.
Well,
But if I'm
homecoming
going,
party
I'm
and shit?
going to kick it. Fuck that. You know, I support my president, but I support my people more than that shit. You know, I'm going out there to kick it.
Yeah.
So yeah, and if I do get to make it out there, I will be broadcasting live on our Facebook page, and I'm sure Greg will get into the appropriate other bullshit.
Yeah.
They trying to hold that shit down. You know, the media is trying to keep it down, so when they do show up, you know, it looks like nobody's there to support. Which is some bullshit. And you see that shit in Minnesota, the mayor of Minnesota, they charged.
No, I'm learning from you right now.
They wanted to charge Donald Trump and his campaign $500,000 for security for him to go speak in Minnesota tonight.
He should have pulled the money out and just slapped him with it.
I said, I'm
But
leaving.
that's not the point.
Yeah.
That's not the
That ain't
point.
shit to him, but yeah, I
In
understand.
the
That's
last
fucked up.
election, they only charged the candidates $20,000.
Hey,
and
when
in
you show
every
you
other,
got money and you share it, and you show that you don't care you have money, then people are
well,
gonna
see,
try to take
but
that
it
money.
doesn't come out of your pocket though.
I understand
That comes
that.
out the whole campaign thing, and they purposely said the mayor purposely said he did that shit to try to deter Trump from being there.
Yeah.
And because he knows the rhetoric and all the hate that comes with one of those rallies. Bitch. You sound like you hating to me. I mean, you know, don't nobody give a fuck where Sleepy Joe has his fingers, you know, because in every picture it's with a little girl. You know, nobody. I wonder if nobody says everybody looking at the Clintons with the Epsteins and the Crown with the Epsteins. I wonder if Sleepy Joe done had a finger in with the Epsteins, because that sounded like it's way up Creepy Joe alley. And you see his polls done got. Look, I don't give a fuck what anybody says. What's going on with Trump right now in this impeachment is the smartest thing Trump or anybody has ever pulled up. I thought the smartest businessman in the world was the dude who moved the Browns to Baltimore. Nah. He hit second when Donald Trump pulled this shit. Because you notice, like, Trump don't even break a sweat over this impeachment shit. And every time they try to pull something on Trump, one of their people falls. You know, he already got rid of the shady people that's around him. So now everybody else is falling. Okay, yeah, I made a fucked up phone call with the Ukraine. What was it about? It was about Joe Biden and his kid. Now go check that shit out. Boom! Joe's numbers hit the... Elizabeth Warren is the front winner now. Look, Zuckerberg's going to take her out before anybody else, you know. Zuckerberg's borderline Clinton, man. You gotta watch that motherfucker.
What, he's running?
No,
Oh.
but he
He
runs Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
You know, him and the Google folks, you don't fuck with them, man. That's
Yeah.
like the IRS back in the day. But yeah, that's pretty fucked up. Elizabeth Warren is fucking the front runner. And this chick lies on everything. Now she was pregnant and she got kicked out or she got fired from her job. But 2-3 years ago when she was telling that same story, she was pregnant and she worked there for a year and then they let her go. And then in another story, she didn't get the job because she was pregnant. And you know, and then we have the whole I'm Indian. No, the fuck you're not. I'm more Indian than Elizabeth Warren. Corey Cobain, white as fuck right here. This is Chief Whitey Cloud right here. He is more Indian than motherfucking Elizabeth Warren.
Yeah.
No, that's Chief Smackahoe.
No. He's from the Smackahoe tribe.
Y'all can't.
He's from the Smackahoe tribe.
Y'all ain't
He's
shit.
the chief.
Chief Whitey Cloud from the Smackahoe tribe.
There you go.
I did not do none of that.
I did not get giggity that girl.
Yeah.
I did not put my gagoogity in her geschmoyen.
Oh, shit.
It just depends on what your definition of is.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Terrible. And
You
then
should have
the
known
bitch-
we was going to get out.
Yeah, I know.
And then the
But I
bitch
like it,
fucking
though.
lied. Now, this is what I don't understand. I bet you this is going to be the thing that comes out on Warren. You know, because Biden's pretty much done. You know, and he's taunting Hillary Clinton to fucking run again. Dude, he was taunting her, and then she started talking shit, and she's like, he knows he doesn't want me to get back in the race because I'll win again. Bitch, if you won, you wouldn't be sitting on this little interview thing on 2020. You know, you'd be in the White House.
Yeah.
But yeah, so what happens if Elizabeth Warren, you know, gets up in that bitch? Didn't a bunch of celebrities just go to jail for lying to schools to get their kids in? The same fucking thing Elizabeth Warren did and was brought out a few months ago. Don't tell me that shit ain't gonna hit next. Tell me. That's gonna be the next investigation. And then, you notice Cory Booker and Kamala Harris, they ain't saying too much of shit. You know, Cory Booker just was like, I challenge Rudy Giuliani to come and testify. I want to talk to him. I want to question him. Dude, Rudy Giuliani confuses me. That motherfucker talk. Yeah. I mean, I gotta admit, he's a good attorney. He's a bomb-ass attorney. But he got that. You ever see that South Park episode where they show Johnny Cochran and they talk about the Chewbacca theory? You remember
I don't know.
Greg?
I've seen a lot of South Park.
The South Park episode when they had Johnny Cochran on there and the Chewbacca theory.
Oh, yeah, but vaguely, I don't remember.
Yeah, me either.
It was basically the premise of the whole OJ thing, but instead of the whole glove thing, he was like, now look, they're going through the whole process of the court, and out of nowhere he says, now look, Chewbacca is a Wookiee. He comes from planet Kashyyyk, but he lives on Endor with a bunch of Ewoks half his size. That does not make sense. That does not make sense. None of this makes sense. You must have quit. And everybody acquitted him.
Yep.
Now that's Rudy Giuliani.
Yeah.
He is an awesome attorney, but just his taxes. You think that's your attorney gal, nigga? You did something wrong. You could be the angel of the Lord and got Giuliani as he could be your best friend. Nah, nigga, you did something wrong. He just seems shady. But hey, when you need shit done and you need them done a certain way, you don't necessarily pick the people who follow all the rules, or maybe follows the rules but knows when they can bend without getting fucked. You know, I got a couple attorneys like that. You know, I got attorneys for one sets of situations, and I got attorneys for other sets of situations.
Shit, me and Tori seen a badass attorney today.
Yeah.
Cocky motherfucker.
Talking hella shit, but the motherfucker was retarded.
Yeah, the dude he was representing.
Yeah. Talking about shit he want to do in front of cops.
Yeah.
He said, how about you just keep talking about what you're going to do and what you did in front of cops?
Yeah.
I was like, oh,
he's like, you want to carry this conversation on in front of these cops? Because he's smiling at the cops at the dude sitting there talking. And he's like, you want to continue this conversation about the cops, or you want to walk down here? And he's like, yeah, come on. Like, you stupid
talking
motherfucker.
about paying off the bitch he almost ran over and shit.
Yeah. Yeah, talking about if I drop her 10K, do you think that would, you know, make her not show up for court? Cops standing as far away from me, 2 or 3 of them away, like, and probably louder than what I just said.
Now this would be a Giuliani defense. He just asked the question. He wasn't implying anything. There was no quid pro quo.
Yeah.
Nobody did call the girl. There's no transcripts. Nobody's showing any evidence. It's these 2 cops hurting, and they're Democrats.
Yep.
Now he's absolutely right, and he'll get the dude off on that. But that seems shady as fuck. Dude, I mean, no matter what else, I mean, even if you took away all the good shit that he's actually doing for our country, just in the whole Congress thing, he's doing everything he said he was doing. He said he was getting rid of all the corrupt motherfuckers. And what's really fucked up is I just don't understand how before Trump became president, everybody that he's taken the fuck out, everybody wanted gone anyways. Like, everybody bitched about Brennan and Rosenstein and Mueller. Dude, I got this book on 9/11, and it was a weird fucking coincidence. But I'm starting to turn pages, and Robert Mueller's face is right there in the 9/11 report thing. A secretary told these motherfuckers that something was going to happen. That they knew the guy who had, like, they fuck the whole conspiracy about George Bush did that shit or the Illuminati did that shit. It was a big fuck up. That's all that was. We knew about it. Was like, nah, this nigga ain't gonna do it. Boom. Oh shit. This nigga just hit the boom. He got friends! Now, I don't know about the whole Pentagon thing. I think they was trying to just kind of, all right, look, they hit this shit over here. Let's take this on and say they did it too. We need to get this shit going. You know, I ain't saying that's the truth, but it just seemed like, you know, more feasible now that we know, well, at least that I know that, you know, this other bullshit. But, dude, it was fucked up. Just like if it wasn't for... And, you know, nobody talks about this either. When Trump declassified the whole Kennedy shit, you know, they found out, you know, we all know, technically, well, if you want to know who killed Kennedy and why and all that shit, you go online right now. It tells you right on the Pentagon declassified thing from FOIA, whatever the fucks.
Yeah.
But the most feasible theory that I've seen, like the most practical theory, and they plotted it out and everything, because apparently it really happened. You know, the bullet didn't hit Kennedy, but the whole circumstance, I guess, happened. There was a new guy on the Secret Service, and he was trying to catch up to the back of the fucking car, and he tripped, and he just got and popped the president.
Is that how it really happened?
No. But before what came out, in my eyes...
Because they already said someone killed him. Who did they say killed him last time?
There was the Lee Harvey Oswald thing, and then... Yeah,
so it wasn't him that did it?
Oswald was in on, you know...
But he wasn't the one that pulled the trigger?
They kind of, like, just used him.
Yeah.
You know, they don't even know for sure that Oswald's bullet hit Kennedy, or even the car, for that matter. Nah, it was his vice fucking president wanted to take him out. And it was just this big conspiracy shit. And it wasn't even about any, like, you know, some people say it was about the Cuban Missile Crisis. And other people want to say it was about UFOs. And other people want to say it was because, you know, he fucked over Nixon in his election. You know, no. It was his vice president wanted to take power. Cut and dry. And, you know, oh, you could say, oh, that's what they're telling you. No, that's what came out in the FOIA files. You know, there's no more, you can't go any deeper. You know, that's just the decline. I mean, there's some redacted shit still, you know, because they have to.
Yeah.
But, I mean, it's there. It's there. You know, just like nobody wants to look into the Podesta files that Julian Assange or one of them fucking leakers put out. I mean, in the Podesta files, you find out everything that the Epstein dude was doing. It was all there. You know, and Clinton's involvement and all that shit. You know, the UFO shit, you know, it's all there. The Benghazi shit's all there. Obama's Fast and Furious shit, it's all there. No, we're not going to look into that. You know, Trump told the world to start investigating their corruption. We got to impeach him for that shit. The fuck, man? The fuck? All right, so that was just part of the announcements.
Yeah. How about that?
And that's the Trump party out in Mansfield this weekend. Do we got any of their banners on the Upside Down Studio thing?
I don't think so.
We gotta put one, like, share their thing on it, because to find out all the details on it, you gotta like their page. I believe there's gonna be camping. Somebody's getting married on a big ass bridge. I think it says Trump 2020 on it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's why I'm gonna get VIP tickets. I want to be on that bridge.
Really showing love to the president.
Yeah, I just think it's gonna be cool, and I want to have my Upside Down Studio shirt on when I'm standing on that bridge. You know what I'm saying? Represent. So we got Paul Goons. We got the Trump rally thing. What? It ain't even a rally. It's just a party. But you know, show support for our president. What else we got going on? We got something else going on. There was something else we were talking about yesterday.
We got on the 26th the Halloween party with Drew and Roxanne from Straw Chain.
At Chippers.
And I will be there too.
Yeah.
Look, he's all like, yeah, I get to go.
He's like, I'm gonna be there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be there.
Like little kids, like 5 minutes before it's recess time.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I can't wait to get outside. I can't get wait. You're gonna be it. No, I'm gonna be it. No, you're gonna be it.
Like, damn.
Who do you know any other bands that's gonna be up at Drew and Roxanne's show?
No. No, because I don't think they listed any.
No.
I don't think they list any, to be honest with you.
You keep on knocking, but you can't come in. Orale, vato.
Yeah.
Quit looking at it.
Shots fired.
Alright, so I took care of. Oh, and then I still got to get the details on the runway, the dog fashion show thing.
Yeah.
That's gonna be in November, I believe, on the 20th. Shout out to Lil Yell Bus and Don Cody.
Yep.
Go check them out. If you ain't heard, fucking find out. That's all I'm gonna say. Shout out to DC fucking media. You know, that's Drew and Roxanne's brothers fucking
DC
shit.
media.
He does our shirts and banners and shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
We gotta start giving shout outs to our people, man.
Yeah.
So we got a new fucking metal girl, from what I hear.
Yeah. We're kind of keeping our wraps and letting her introduce herself this Monday. So make sure you tune in for that. That's gonna be interesting.
Fucking A. Actually, Rhea might. I think Rhea wants to come down and maybe kick it with her or whatever.
Lord, welcome.
Lord, y'all think my mouth is fucked up? Listen to my daughters.
What?
I've even been trying to get somebody over there to do it too, but
Cat likes being in on the guys' conversation.
Well, guess what? We're just going to turn up. Just know that.
yeah, what he said.
Monday.
Yeah.
Anywhere from 9 to 10. Between that.
I'm gonna just let the girls do their own shit.
Yep.
Yeah. knowing women, they'll be here at 8:30 talking about when this shit's gonna start, or they'll be here at 10:30 talking about we was getting ready. So, so like, yeah, I ain't even gonna, I'll listen.
There you go. Leave me with all the shit. I understand.
I was just sitting at the crib listening. That's about it.
Marco will be here.
I'll be here.
Maybe. Who just closed that bathroom door? Damn. Oh, sound like somebody had mud butt. Something terrible. Maybe I ate your cornbread.
All right. Well, you want to take about a 10-minute break, smoke a cigarette,
Sounds good to me, bro.
and then get into all your shit.
Fucking A. All right.
All right. We'll be back.
Like her and nose, like her and nose. Is she gon' shake it? Like her and nose, like her and nose. Is she gon' shake it? Like her and nose, right? Like her and nose. Is she gon' shake it? Like her and nose, like her and nose. I told her, time to go to work. Clock in, and going up and up. I'm a locksmith. West side, tell them other people stop and I'm fly, and that's why she headed to the cockpit. Black money sage, what am I winner? I just play 'em like a game, all press enter. I'm hella raw, listen to the way I did her. I was in her and her nigga was there making dinner. All this money start moving and I'ma throw it. She choosing, I got her looking, you losing, okay. Black money, we take 'em here, then quit it. We shake 'em, and if she like me, it's Nathan, okay. Party hard when the party fouls. Couple girls in the back with some party mouths. Give it back in, then turn the party out. Shake it like a red nose, I'ma let 'em out. Wow. This money on me, now come take it from the G. All she tryna do is get naked. And she gon' shake it like her and nose, like her and nose. And she gon' shake it like her and nose, like her and nose. And she gon' shake it like her and nose, like her and nose. And she gon' shake it like her and nose, like her and nose. Money on me. All she tryna do is get naked. Like her and nose. 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 Like her and nose.
Let's take some calls from the request line. Caller number 1.
Hey, man, what's up? This Dominique from Shady Old Trailer Park.
What's up, Dominic?
I want to hear that song from Lil Jon and P. Pablo.
Alright, I got that coming right up for you. Now, shout out the radio station that gave you what you wanted.
W boom boom beat, baby. What you doing from the front? What you doing from the back? Better break it down like that. What you doing from the front? Get it looking from the back. Better break it down like that.
24, 34, 46. Good and thick, and what you get, she'll work. With a face and some cute lips. Earring in the tongue, and she know what it do. Make a name for herself, and she do her shit well. And know how to keep a bitch and keep herself. Come over anytime, nigga, call chick. 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock. And she right there. And she know why she came here. And she know where her clothes supposed to be. Sniff a little coke, take a little X, smoke a little weed, drink a little bit. I need a girl I can freak with, and wear try shit, and ain't scared of a big dick. Love to get a pussy lick, buy another bitch, cause I ain't drunk enough to do that. Shamika, Keisha, Tara, Shayla, Sabrina, Crystal, Yolanda, Lisa, Felicia, Tanisha, Siobhan, Megan, Monique, Christina, Yolanda. I need to know a whole lot and can teach me wrong. Need a ding dong, take a tongue and take her the ball. Hold on, so I had to do that for. I'm spoiled. And now I like to work that hard. I like to lay back, relax, and enjoy my time. My eyes roll back and my toes curl. When you do that, girl. Till it come time for me to have to get her. Tell me what you want. Do you want a missionary with your feet crammed to the headboard? Do you want it from the back with your face center pillow so you can yell as loud as you want to. On the floor, do you want it on the chair? Do you want it over here? Do you want it down there? Do you want it in your pussy? Do you want it in your ass? Anything you can handle. Shamika, Keisha, Tara, Shayla, Sabrina, Crystal, Rhonda, Lisa, Felicia, Tanisha, Siobhan, Monique, Christina, Yolanda. What you doing from the front? What you doing from the back? Better break it down like that. What you doing from the front? Get it like it from the back. Better break it down like that. Hey, I appreciate that, homeboy. Not a problem. You know I do it 'cause I love you. Now I gotta give a shout out to Seaman Gin, 'cause I drink it and they paying me for it. Shamika, Keisha, Tara, Shayla, Sabrina, Crystal, Deronda, Lisa, Felicia, Tanisha, Siobhan, Monique, Christina, Yolanda, Shamika, Keisha, Tara, Shayla, Sabrina, Crystal, Deronda, Lisa, Felicia, Tanisha, Siobhan, Monique, Christina, Yolanda. W Boom Boom P, the radio station that plays all the new hip hop and R&B. That was the new Freaker Leak by P.D. Pablo. Something to put a little razzle to your dazzle, a little pep in your step. We gonna keep it going and we gonna play another one of the songs off of the album. This one right here, one of my personal favorites, featuring Young Buck from G-Unit. It's on.
It's Mr. Steal Your Girl. It's Mr. Steal Your Girl. Hey girl, hey girl, hey girl, hey girl, hey girl. Let go. Bottoms up, ever see you come? Got a couple bottles, but a couple ain't enough. Bottoms up, throw your hands up. Tell security we bout to tear this club up. Bottoms up, pocket full of green. Girl, you know I love the way you shake it in them jeans. Bottoms up, throw your hands up. Bottoms up, bottoms up. You know what it is, girl, we back up in this thing. Money stay in my pocket, girl, I'm like a walking bank. Tell me what you drink, tell me what you think. If I go get these bottles, we go alcohol and tank. Calling all the girls, do you hear me? All around the world, city to city. Cheers to the girls, no deuce to the guys. Now I got a chicken and a goose and a rag, getting loose in the ride. Hey, ass nigga, you can move to the move to the move to the side. Bottoms up, ever see you come? Got a couple bottles, but a couple ain't enough. Bottoms up, throw your hands up. Tell security we bout to tear this club up. Bottoms up, pocket full of green. Girl, you know I love the way you shake it in them jeans. Bottoms up, throw your hands up. Bottoms up. My vision's blurred, my words slurred. It's jam-packed, a million girls, and I ain't tryna lead 'em. We drunk, so let me be your alcohol hero. Calling all the girls, do you hear me? All around the world, city to city. Cheers to the girls, no deuce to the guys. Now I got a chicken and a goose and a rag, getting loose in the ride. Hey, ass nigga, you can move to the move to the move to the side. Bottoms up, ever see you come? Got a couple bottles, but a couple ain't enough. Bottoms up, throw your hands up. Tell security we bout to tear this club up. Bottoms up, pocket full of green. Girl, you know I love the way you shake it in them jeans. Bottoms up, throw your hands up. Bottoms up.
Can I get that Tron? Can I get that Remy? Can I get that Coke? Can I get that Henny? Can I get that margarita on the rock box? Can I get salt all around that rum tray? I was like, yo, Trey, do you think you could buy me a bottle of rosé? Okay, let's get it now. I'm with a bad bitch, he's with his friends. I don't say hi, I say keys to the Benz. Keys to the Benz, keys to the Benz. My fly, yeah, beat to the 10. If a bitch try to get cute, I'm a snuffer. Double out of money, yeah, then y'all fucker. Then y'all fucker. Then I'ma go and get my Louis Vuitton fucker. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I'm really such a lady. I rep Young Money, you know Slim, baby, and we be doing donuts while we waving spitting in Nicole Smith. Yes, my dear, you're so explosive. Say hi to Mary, Mary, and Joseph. Now bottoms up and double my dose.
Bottoms up, ever see you cup? Got a couple bottles, but a couple in and turn your bottoms up, throw your hands up. Tell security we bout to tear this club up. Bottoms up, pocket full of green. Girl, you know I love the way you shake it, shake it. Bottoms up,
I'm good. Trick or treat.
bottoms up, bottoms up.
I made a little bit of money. I paid this cover. I ain't still. Now I'm finna whack. Now let me see you whack. Yeah. It did let me get lost if you don't. Look at the reaction when I hit him with the phone. Got Fizzy in the back, got cello in the front. Listen to the record, boy, I got what you want. Bitch so fly, cause the club on chonk. Got hits like the wolves beating the back of the dome. Ladies take it back, throw it back the dome. Being at the waist, lean to the front. Now roll, shove out to the beat, just a little bit. Pause, show me your feet, just a little bit. Ain't nobody here, why better than me? Purple flag to the left, who better than me? I got all the star squad, who better than me? Man, listen to the beat, who better than me? I paid to get in, so I ain't finna chill. And my week been way too long to stay there. Shouting with the microwave, hotter than a baby in a microwave. Look at how she whopping, man, she might get paid. She whop a little harder. Look at how she whop, she a party starter. I hope that security remember the Carter, cause I ain't been a whop over two and holler. Said I never drop dime, but I drop you $1. Told her give me a number and maybe I call her. She said that she knew me and she know I'm a baller. Man, I been a while out of here, I see her tomorrow. Drop it to the floor, drop it to the floor then. Now lean then. Turn around then. Turn around then. Now wiggle, 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 wiggle. Play dead like. Then. Strike a pose like. Then. Check the lady like. Dang, she fine. Then. Beat it up like. Then. Speed it up like. Make it rain like. Do your thing like. Make money like. Hair ride it like. Do your thing like. Make it rain like. Make money like. Slap that like. Puzzle score like. Purple flag like.
chick bad, my chick hood, my chick do stuff that your chick wish she could. My chick bad, my chick hood, my chick do stuff that your chick wish she could. My chick bad, better than dirt. My chick bad, better than dirt. My chick bad, better than dirt. My chick bad, better than dirt.
I'm saying my chick bad, my chick hood, my chick do stuff that your chick wish she could. My chick bad, badder than yours. My chick do stuff that I can't even put in words. Her swagger don't stop, her body won't quit. So full pipe down, you ain't talking about shit. My chick bad, tell me if you seen her. She always bring the racket like Venus and Serena. All white top, all white belt, and all white jeans, body looking like milk. No time for games, she's full grown. My chick bad, tell your chick to go home.
My chick bad, my chick hood, my chick do stuff that your chick wish she could. My chick bad, my chick hood, my chick do stuff that your chick wish she could. My chick bad, better than dirt. My chick bad, better than dirt. My chick bad, better than dirt. My chick bad.
Now your girl might be sick, but my girl's sicker. She rides that dick and she handles her liquor. I'll knock a bitch out and fight. Coming out swinging like Tiger Woods' wife. Yeah, she could get a little hasty. Chicks better cover up their chests like pasties. Couple girlfriends and they all a little crazy. Coming down the street like a parade. Macy's. I fill her up, balloons. Test her and guns get drawn like cartoons. But I ain't talking about Homer. Chick so bad the whole crew wanna boner.
My chick bad, my chick hood, my chick do stuff that your chick wish she could. My chick bad,
And I'm
my
loving
chick hood, my chick do stuff that your chick wish she could. My chick bad, better than dirt. My chick bad, better than dirt. My chick bad, better than dirt. My chick bad, better than dirt.
Now all these bitches wanna try and be my bestie, but I take a left and leave them hanging like a testy. Trash talk to them, then I put them in a hefty. Running down the court, I'm dunking on them, Lisa Leslie. It's going down. Basement, Friday the 13th. Guess who's playing Jason? Tuck yourself in, you better hold on to your teddy. It's Nightmare on Elm Street, and guess who's playing Freddy? Chef cooking for me. They say my shoe came crazy. The mental asylum looking for me. You a rookie to me. I'm in that wham bam, verbal lamb. Damn, bitch, you been a fan.
Don't get scared now.
My chick do stuff
Disturbing
that
the
your chick
peace.
wish she could. My chick bad, my chick hood, my chick do stuff that your chick wish she could. My chick bad, better than dirt. My chick bad, better than dirt. My chick bad, better than dirt. My chick
And when we all alone,
I might just tip her
she slides down the pole.
like a certified stripper.
When we all alone,
I might tip her
she slides down the pole.
like a certified stripper.
When we all alone,
I might just tip her
she slides down the pole.
like a certified stripper.
When we all alone,
I might just tip her
she slides down the pole.
like a certified stripper. I kinda like that.
Call it Paul Bubba Sparks.
Booty, 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 rockin' everywhere. Booty, 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 rockin' everywhere. Booty, 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 rockin' everywhere. Rockin' everywhere. Rockin' everywhere. I found you, Miss New Booty. Get it together and bring it back to me. Hit the Players Club for about a month or two. Put a tan on it, then see what I found you, Miss New Booty. Get it together and bring it back to me. Hit the Players Club for about a month or two. Put a tan on it, then see what it do. Get it right, get it right, get it tight. Get it right, get it right, get it tight. Get it right, get it right, get it tight. Get it right, get it right, get it tight. Girl, I don't need you, but you need me. Take it off, let it flop, shake it freely. And I don't tell stories, I let them tell themselves. And you ain't gotta sell sex, girl, it sell itself. Like nothing else. Yeah, I'm a country boy, but that big city bottom fill me up with joy.
We fucking back?
We are back.
We are back. My phone is on. And I see a bunch of people with their bullshit again. Let's see. I got a buddy of mine who's like one of the last lone people who are against Trump on my shit.
Why everyone else just fucking unfriended you or you blocked them?
Oh, no. I, very rarely. You know, I do got a couple people on my block list. It's just because they're either a piece of shit or they're nut jobs. But I rarely block or
two of the same. But
I very rarely block anybody from my shit. Especially since we started doing the shows and stuff, I pretty much leave everything public, even though some people think that I exclude some information. Nah, you know, just like our president, it's all clear, and you can see it all. You may not like what you see, but it's there. You know, there's transparency like a motherfucker. I don't even know how to do that shit. That's the bad thing. I might do it if I did know how to do it, but you know, nope.
Yeah, I've never deleted like anybody off my Facebook ever. I've always let them delete themselves.
So see, yeah, I done had plenty of motherfuckers take themselves off the page.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's I think maybe 2 people now. I've unfriended a couple people just, you know, if they're on some bullshit or if, you know, they was just there for a particular reason and, you know, they ain't there no more or anything like that, or just, you know, that just random bullshit. Sometimes I just hit the button the wrong time and I'm like, why ain't I seeing shit from this person no more? Yeah, I be a little stoned sometimes, fucking with the buttons. I get up at 4:30, 5 o'clock in the morning, half asleep, you know, hit my bowl or something, and then, you know, I'm sitting on the toilet looking through Facebook, and then, you know, I got 50 fucking posts and only like 30 of them make sense. And I'm like, why did I get blocked again? What the fuck? I'm in Facebook jail. I don't remember posting that shit.
Yeah, that shit sucks.
You know what I do? I just screenshot it and post it again. That's the way around
Hey,
it.
look. I had, and don't best believe Facebook, and this is before the new security shit, Facebook being your private shit too, because I got blocked over, over the whole, last year around this time, Thanksgiving time. Like, I sent out a post. It was a paper plate, and it had a picture of a turkey drawn on it, and there was balls hanging down from the gobbler. Like, somebody cut a hole through it, and there was balls hanging down.
Oh, yeah, I remember that now.
I actually still got the picture saved. So I sent that to a lot of people that it should. No, it wasn't that. I sent the dick fish to a lot of people that should have got it. That was an accidental thing. Oh my God, that should have just went to like our personal page, and it went to everybody I had on my friends list. My kids got the dick fish. I was like, oh my Christ. Oh, I think I sent the dick fish to my lawyer. I'm sure she was not very appreciative.
She probably laughed.
And like,
oh my God, dude.
This fucking idiot.
I got saved like messages just in case I end up having to be in court or some shit over some dumb shit or something. You know, I keep texting. Don't think I ain't learned something from. I've been watching Trump way before he became president. You keep them messages and shit like that there. You know, and then you bullshit until it's time for it to come out and be like, PAH! You know, you gotta realize that motherfucker owns casinos. He knows how to play cards. He'll bluff the fuck out of you until it's at the end, and then, look, bitches, I got 12 aces. I've been saving them all.
All night long.
But yeah, I was sending dick fish to all kind of folks that, you know, that shouldn't have got dick fish. But I got blocked. I got put in Facebook jail for the fucking the gobbler fucking thing.
Yeah.
And that wasn't even on like the public post or anything. That was our personal chat.
Yeah.
No jail is good.
Nada. So yeah, supposedly now Facebook is doing a new encrypted thing where now not even Facebook can see what you're sending back and forth. And well, if you're telling the world that now, then you're lying. Hey, it's okay. Put all your shit on our fucking emails because we're not even going to be able to see it.
I believe you.
You know, the only ones that actually did that shit And it was because I think, the wrong politician rubbed the wrong nuts. Was Apple.
Sandpaper.
Apple told the FBI and the CIA to go fuck themselves. I mean, it was kind of fucked up in the situation because, it was kind of helping our country. But regardless, the FBI or one of them fucked up agencies wanted in this supposed terrorist phone. It was an Apple phone.
Mm-hmm.
And it went all the way to Gates. And they were like, no. Is it Gates or is it Jobs? Gates, Jobs, whoever the fuck. Before it croaked, I think it was Jobs.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was. No. They would not let them do that shit. Now, there's a bunch of, Congress is having a fucking fit about it. They're saying, no, you gotta let us have I forget what the kind of key they wanted to say that would let them into anybody's shit.
Yeah.
And the spokesperson, whoever the fuck you want to call him, came out and was like, look, you guys can't even keep the damn stuff in the White House secret, and you want a key to the world's fucking, no, it's not happening. So, and then that's what Elizabeth Warren is pushing, to totally dismantle that shit, so that's where she's gonna be fucked. And then, as much as I like Laura Loomer, and it's awesome, I think that she's running for Congress, she's not gonna make it because she's trying to dismantle the tech companies too. That's just not gonna happen. That's the new wave of the future. That is gonna be our great grandkids' God. I hate to say it, it's just, that's just the way it is. People talk about change and they want progress. Well, progress is going to be in another fucking 100 years. I hate to say it, and I think Ricky and I talked about this on one of the shows. I don't know, maybe 15, 20 years ago, there was a crop circle that they found over in Europe. And then they finally were able to decipher it. And pretty much it said that Project for Humanity, a go, this and that. And then some other shit that followed up with it was a message from supposed alien greys. Yeah. And they said, look, we're not aliens. We're human beings. We're time travelers. And, that sounds pretty far-fetched. But just think about it. Society is pushing kids more and more to stay home and get homeschooled. So, and they're pushing everything to be delivered to you. You sit at home, everything's going to be on a computer. So you don't leave, this house right here becomes your world. This is your world, period. Now, depending on the lighting, and they're talking about the different climate changes, this and that, if things get darker, then our eyes get bigger. So, and we have no need for the opening and closing of the pupils, or if we do, we still have to have some kind of shield, because if we look at the reverse side and it gets hotter, then we need some shield for our eyes. If we go on that point, then, it could be dark and hot, so there goes our pigment, also because we're staying inside with unnatural light. So now your skin starts turning gray. You're not really doing any work, so your muscular system and everything kind of goes by the wayside, so you become kind of thin in the arms, fat in the belly, almost like an Ethiopian kid. So now you're a gray Ethiopian kid with big black eyes, and with all this fucking gender mixing, and you can't say this is a girl or this is a boy, that eventually you become genderless because everything becomes cloned, and people are trying to control everybody's fucking population control and all that. So there's no need actually for us to have a gender. So that goes by the wayside. Since there's only a certain amount of people in a household who are just staying in that household and just communicating basically through electronics, there's really no need for too much of a mouth or a speech system. So now what are we at? And the way fucking food and everything goes is going now. Everything's going in a pill or in a fucking, concentrated this or that. So our mouths and our digestive systems get smaller and adaptive to that. So what the fuck did we become? We became these little gray aliens.
Huh?
You know, I hate to say it, but that to me is more plausible than aliens coming from another planet. You know, we stayed so fucking technologically advanced that we turned ourselves into these beings with our brains might be fucking phenomenal. We could figure out time travel, but at what cost? And that's what it really seems like. I mean, you know, and this has been progressively, I've been watching it over and over, and I didn't believe in it, and then I didn't want to believe in it, and then I'm like, fuck, look at this, and then, you know, this is like 8-10 years later of me just watching this progress. This shit might fucking happen. You know, and these little fuckers might be coming back like, dude, stop. Go outside. Go play. Shut the damn phone off. You know, the sun right there. Who gives a fuck if there's two, there's one, whatever. Take care of that shit and fucking be in it. Yep. Get some natural light. Get a tan. Do some work.
Get some color.
You got a dick and balls. Keep them.
I'll keep in mind.
You know, if you got a badge, use it. Put something in it.
What the fuck? Whoa.
I'm just saying.
Whoa.
Do you want to become an alien? Do you want to look at Kat, your beautiful wife, and be like, she looks like an Ethiopian kid with no genitalia?
Like Starving Marvin.
There would be no boobs. There would be no vag. There would be just a butthole because she has to poop. And if you got no penis, then that butthole ain't even a use. Her mouth is so small that, I mean, even if you got a little penis, it really don't matter because, you know.
Yeah. You can just say that. If your kids
My
just
wife
listening,
is
send them
loving
night
this,
night.
by the way.
Yeah.
So I'm just, what are you going to do? Bump bellies?
Yeah.
Let me rub. And there wouldn't even be belly buttons anymore. You can't even. Ooh, she got an Audi. She's hot. Or, I can't go with no short Audi, man. I mean, you'd be fucked, Greg, because them little gray things ain't got ears. Where you gonna put your fucking hearing aids?
I don't know. I'll probably get my ear.
I mean, and then, you know, with being the whole texting thing even evolving into hieroglyphics again, you know, you only need 3 fingers. 3 fingers is 6 fingers. That's your whole keyboard right there. I mean, you're not typing words anymore. It's smiley faces and poo faces and, you know, unicorns and shit like that.
Yeah.
Or you know, they'll have GIFs. I guess, you know, the GIFs and the memes, those will be like the big fucking hieroglyphic things where, you know, they read up and down like, you know. So, I mean, fuck. You know, it's really going to fuck people up. The memes that are in a different language with words on them. They're going to be like, this is some ancient, fossilized, reptilian language from 40 billion years ago. And no, motherfucker, that says you're actually fucking minding your own business. And it's a picture of Fry from Futurama. And it's written in Spanish, dumbass.
Oh, shit.
Can you just think of that? Like, what if, like, who's to say all these people who decipher? No, I'm a firm, like, follower of Zachariah Sitchin and a lot of his work. There are very few that discount his work or even try to go against it. A couple have, but, you know, it's just little here's and there's, and it's still, you know, it's like the alien went to the east side. No, the alien went to the south side. Fuckers, there was an alien. We're not talking Mexican, man. You know,
The
not
ones from outside the atmosphere.
Yeah, not Guatemalan or Haitian. We're talking about like some shit that looks like a praying mantis. All right.
They
I don't
arrived
give
on
a
a UFO.
fuck what side of town he was on. He was in America. But he was the one who deciphered a lot of the Sumerian texts. And who's to say, you know, since he was the only one to do it, like, he didn't make that shit up. I mean, I believe what it says. You know, and people, like, I don't even know how people would kind of discount or discredit. I mean, because it's older than Mesopotamian or anything like that. And a lot of people kind of mix old Mesopotamian writing up with Sumerian writing because it's real similar, but it's not the same. But, like, the writing of the Anunnaki and the Sumerians was the first writings. And, bitch, how the fuck you know what that says? Just like the people who found the supposed Rosetta Stone. You know, it's a 3 big-ass tablets supposedly says the same things, but written in 3 different languages. First of all, who the fuck taught you any of these languages that is up on the wall? And second of all, just because this motherfucker says this, and you might have this... What fucks me up is... And I caught this when I was little. Like, I could never understand this. Like, if you take a sentence that's written in English, like, my pet dog, Fluffy, those same amount of words are not the amount of words are not the same, like, if you would to write that in Spanish, and are not the same amount of characters if you were to write that in Chinese. So you're gonna tell me that, okay, we got Greek here, we got, I don't know exactly what the languages are, I'm just making it up. So we got Greek here, we got Hebrew here, and we got, say, Mesopotamian here. And they're all the same amount of words, the same amount of, you know, lines, but they say the same thing? No, you're a fucking idiot. You're an idiot if you believe that. And that's just like the people who think that the pyramids at Giza and the Sphinx were burial grounds. And that was a made up story, dude. The dude who started excavating the pyramids and all that shit was gonna lose funding. Because all they had was these pyramids and the fucking Sphinx, but they had no dating on it. They had no reason for them to be there. They didn't get deep into it enough to know anything about it. So, magically, like a day or two before, I guess whoever was coming to shut everything down came in, the guy who was doing the head archaeologist, whatever the fuck you call him, and his people found a cartouche, a scroll or whatever, next to the pyramids that says this was so-and-so's pyramid and it was a burial chamber and this and that. But it wasn't even written in the same language of that time that it should have been dated of the pyramids and stuff. That nigga made that shit up so he could catch funding, and to this day we're teaching our kids that this is some burial shit that's in the middle of the fucking desert. That got no coffins, no sarcophaguses, no any kind of treasure chambers, no writing. I mean, there's hieroglyphics, but nothing of going to the afterlife like the burial chambers in the what is it, the land of the dead or whatever the fuck it's called. It's actually, there's a place called that shit. They're a real movie like back in the day, dude. Like a lot of them places in the litter box, there's some fucked up names when you translate it. Like they talk about giants and they talk about dead things and they talk about all kind of shit out there, man. Fuck it up. But yeah, it's. I don't even know where I was going with that. That just totally just like.
It happens.
It's the fake out that would teach the kids, I guess, in the generations how we're going to evolve into these aliens. You know, it's the citizens of the world thing. Yeah, we're citizens of the world. I get that. But until we have other citizens of other worlds come down, then I'm a citizen of Youngstown. All right, I'm a citizen of here, motherfucker. I'm a citizen of the United States. Yes, we all know I'm a citizen of the world because you're in the world too. So I look like I just totally blew Corey's fucking mind.
Oh, I had something else on my mind, but you kind of did.
Russian Bob! Russian Bob! Alright, what time is it?
Time for another break, probably.
Alright, well then I'm gonna come back and then we'll I guess I could tell the raccoon story.
Okay, the raccoon story.
We'll be back. Wake up, Corey.
I'm up.
Don't understand to do what I can, but sometimes I don't make sense. You never want to say, but I've never had a doubt. It's like no matter what I do, I can't convince you once just to hear me out. So let go of watching you, turn your back like you always do. Face away and pretend that I'm not, but I'll be here 'cause you're all that I got. I can't so make it anymore. Don't turn your back on me. I won't be ignored. Just damage anyone. Don't turn your back on me. I won't be ignored. No, hear me out now. You're gonna listen to me. I cannot now.
You just hit it like a baby.
What that kills me? Yeah, when the truth says that on the side of it, yeah. As soon as I start seeing, the commercials of a bunch of kids standing in front of the building in New York, just drop down on the floor. How many millions of people supposedly got cigarette deaths a year? And 400.
forces are the same that burn crosses. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Killing in the name of. Killing in the name of. Now you do what they told you. 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 And 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 now you do what they told you. Those who died are justified for wearing the badge and their chosen one. They're justified. Those that died for wearing the badge and their chosen one. Those who died are justified for wearing the badge and their chosen one. They're justified. Those who died for wearing the badge and their chosen one. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Some of those that work forces are the same that burn crosses. Killing in the name of. Killing in the name of. Now you do what they told you. 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 Now you do set free. When you're
Well, this song ain't that bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like it.
I liked it when it came
I
out.
like it. I like it a lot.
It just got played the fuck out.
A lot of music does. Good shit.
Oh, yeah. Well, it goes back to what we was talking about yesterday
Yeah.
with the fucking commercial fucking shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, we ain't getting into all that shit again.
A whole nother time and
When
place.
when it gets played on Hot 101.
Next time you
that's it.
crash my show, we'll bring it up.
Yeah.
No, that's metal. That has to be on the new metal show.
No, because then we gotta argue about metal, not rap.
Yeah.
This ain't rap.
No,
Well,
we're
that's
just talking
one,
about the point. We're talking about the point, the principle.
Oh, no, it spans. It's
Yeah,
not
he
just
does have
on
a
one
point.
genre.
He does have a point. We can take it into metal.
Yeah, we can.
It spans over.
Well, we'll be back Monday for this one.
Because I
Yeah, I will.
definitely got way different ideas on my metal music than most of my friends. like
Definitely big
for example, I don't believe Ozzy Osbourne is rock and roll, and he was never the
Prince of Darkness?
yeah. It's good. It's terrible.
Sorry,
terrible.
Oz, man.
Terrible. You know, he was the biggest false advertisement on the radio, period. Ugh,
Sorry,
terrible.
Ozzy.
And I'm not a fan
Time
of.
he was rocking and roll.
Oh no! But in his time, he was fake.
Damn.
I said it. And just like I'm not a big fan of
Everybody's entitled to their
Pantera.
own goddamn opinion.
I'm not a big fan of Pantera. And the Lamb of God and all that shit.
You definitely gotta be here Monday and say that.
But on other hands, like I like bands that are. It's just I got a different taste. But you know, I don't knock anybody's music because I know my taste ain't like everybody else's. So I ain't gonna say that because you know this person likes this or don't like that. Fuck him. No, we just like different shit. You know, we got more than one fucking album on the damn MP3 player.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the way the world's supposed to be. Ugh, I'm gonna sit down for a minute. We've been bobbing and weaving here.
Yeah, I brought the one in from outside.
Oh, what's going on with the microphone? I think I done fucked something up. No, we
Oh,
good.
fuck.
We good. Kinda, or something. Fuck it, I'll buy another one, shit. Nah, we good. Alright, I guess I said something about the raccoon story. I guess the build up to the raccoon story was I bought a Rocket the Raccoon backpack at the flea market today.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a picture of it and post it on Facebook right
Yeah.
now.
Fuck yeah. No,
about
I
getting my
gotta be
son one.
wearing it. I gotta be wearing it.
Yeah, we'll get a little
Oh, see, we gotta do this another time because I kind of look jacked up.
All right.
Because I have a Rocket the Raccoon backpack, but I have a DC Flash. Well, I guess
Shouting
it
the
wouldn't
Flash.
even. I guess it wouldn't even fucking matter because it's not even a real DC Flash shirt because it's a Big Bang Theory shirt.
Yeah.
So fuck it. I like comic books and nerd shit. So give me a second, folks. I'm gonna have Greg take this picture.
Break it, shit.
I ain't breaking shit.
He broke it.
And if I get to go to the Trump rally, I'm gonna put my MAGA hat on him and wear a backpack with 2 MAGA hats on.
There you go. The flash was on, but that'll work. Yeah. I got it. Good job.
Look, the dogs is like, what the fuck is attacking Mark? He got something on his back, Dad.
Smoke has your back.
Alright, so the guy who I bought it from at the flea market didn't believe that I was gonna wear it through the flea market. And I was like, shit. I packed up the stuff that I had in my hands in the back of it, and I threw it on my back, and I walked around the rest of the flea market with it on my back. Well, when I was getting ready for the show, I threw all my shit in the backpack and brought it here. And Corey thought it was a fucking fox. He thought it was Star Fox.
Yeah, at first, 'cause all I seen was like the head. I didn't see the tail until after.
And we got to talking about that for a minute, but there's a significance why I've been, like, as of the past maybe 15 years, I've been collecting raccoon stuff, and it just so happens Rocket the Raccoon became a cool thing. So now I don't look so dorky collecting raccoon stuff.
Yeah.
But when I used to live at my mom's house and I was with one of my exes, she was getting off work around midnight, maybe 1 o'clock in the morning, and she was coming over. And I'm asleep. She coming over, she had a key or whatever. So I get this phone call. Well, no, I don't even get the phone call yet. I hear this scream. Because my room was like right in front of my mom's house. It was like upstairs, but the window was right there. You could hear everything that was going on the street. The scream, dude, like I don't know. It was just this loud, ungodly scream. What the fuck? But again, I lived in Camel. You hear weird shit. I went back to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So the screaming continues for maybe a half a minute, and then you hear a loud bang, like car door. What the fuck is going on? My mom lives up from a bar. Maybe somebody's acting a fool down at the bar. I'm still not paying attention to the timer, thinking that my old lady was outside. So I get this phone call. She is freaking the fuck out, crying. There's something on the front porch. There's a monster on your front. What the fuck?
Let me grab my AK.
So I asked her, I'm like, did you smoke a blunt or anything? Are you high? Did you stop with... No, I'm not. I got cussed out. She left. I go down, as I'm going downstairs to check out what the fuck is outside. Ain't shit on the porch. Nothing. Not a fucking trace of nothing out of place. There's nothing. I went around the fucking whole house because there was like a sidewalk going all the way to the perimeter of my mom's house. Nothing. Nothing. Flashlight. Man, this chick is tripping. I went up to bed. Now, I'd say, let's see, that was maybe a Sunday. Yeah, so the next morning, I'm getting my daughter up. And my mom got this big bay window looking out the back of her kitchen, dining area, whatever the fuck you want to call it. And it overlooks the backyard and stuff. And you see this big puffball type deal pressed up against the window. My mom had a grill out there. What the hell? So I go outside on the porch, and it's a big ass fucking raccoon. I was putting dog food on the top of the grill. It was grabbing it up. My daughter ended up naming it and all that. Apparently, it was the raccoon who scared away my ex-girlfriend. Mm-hmm. So it's just been like kind of a silly thing to me that I started collecting raccoons. I don't know, just...
Maybe it was a good sign.
Not trying to be a dick or nothing, but it's just something that stuck with me.
Good sign.
Especially, now that they're cool. That's my little trash panda back there. And then, later on in life, I don't know if I told y'all this.
Looking at me.
I don't know if I told y'all this, but this happened like 2-3 weeks ago. I come home from the bar and I'm pretty twisted. Mm-hmm. It's about 3 o'clock in the morning. And we go to the bathroom. And I'm just like, I'm standing here taking a piss. And there's a window like right there. And all of a sudden you hear this big ass bang against the window. I ain't gonna lie, scared the shit out of me. And what made it worse was I looked to my right and this fucking raccoon's face is looking in my window. It smacked the window like, hey, close the fucking curtain. And it just smacked the window. I looked at it looked at me, and it walked the fuck away. Now, if that wasn't so bad, and I had to wipe off my leg and the toilet seat and all that. But, I thought about it, like, after I went into my room and I'm sitting there, the roof under my window is about maybe 3.5, 4 foot down. This thing was able to smack my window and look at me. So can you imagine the size of that fucking raccoon? I mean, look, I would say from the floor to the top of this table would be about to the bottom of my window. So its head was at least here for its hands to be here. So that motherfucker was the size of... yeah! It was your height. And it was silly, man, because I guess, I got a bunch of mutant raccoons around my house. Because a few years back, I was coming home from the bar, and it was like kind of raining, but not like on and off. And it was still nice outside. And look, I'm not going to lie, and I'm not trying to be racist. It just looked black, and it was dark outside. But I could have swore I saw this little black kid try to get into the back of my house. So what the fuck? Because I was taking a piss, but I was outside. I was taking a piss over by my bushes, and I'm like, who the fuck is that? Hey, and I'm screaming over it, and as I'm walking back, I see this thing run. I'm like, hey, who the fuck is back there? Come around the corner, I'm looking around, and I hear like something up in the tree. Now I got this big pine tree by the back of my house, but like all the bottom branches, like you can't scale this bitch, unless you're like you can't scale it. Unless you're an animal. This big motherfucking raccoon was up in my goddamn tree looking down at me like, what's up? So I don't know if it's the same raccoon or if those was just his peoples or whatever. But, hey, they ain't fucking nothing up. And they just,
hanging out.
Yeah, so I ain't gonna fuck with them. I'm assuming that he wasn't fucking with me. Like, I get big-ass mosquitoes and shit because I have a creek by my house. I'm thinking he was eating the mosquitoes off the window because they was attracted to the light. Didn't fucking matter. Still scared the piss out of me, literally. But yeah, that's the raccoon story. Oh. Stories. I don't know if that's like going to be a new one of my spirit animals or what, because I've been coming across more and more of them and encounters with them. The one I try to save, and then I encountered a whole family of them that I thought I might have hit one, but I didn't, and then I swerved, and I thought I hit another one, and I was freaked out. Dude, I'm on this fucking back road. It was dark as fuck. No lights at all, and I thought I hit a baby raccoon. I freaked out. I stopped my car. I'm with my phone in the middle of it was like the beginning of a horror movie. I could have been abducted by a chupacabra. And I'm looking around, I'm like, I'm sorry, where you at? Where you at? And there's no blood or nothing on the ground, so I'm sorry, guys. And like 2 weeks beforehand, the guy who was taking the heater into one of my properties was telling me there was a family of raccoons living in my basement. So I'm like, no, I didn't kill the family. Because it was like right down the street. Oh, dude. I was going through some dramas that night. That was like a whole emotional roller coaster that I never want to go through again. It was like winning the lottery and watching your cat fuck your dog and everybody dying all at once.
Damn. That just got... Holy shit. That fucking escalated quick. Like, hey, it wasn't the lottery. Holy shit.
That's an emotional roller coaster right there.
God damn.
Yeah. So, it happens.
Welcome to What the Fuck Wednesday. What the fuck? Corey's getting it.
Hey, I'm gonna give a shout out to our president because nobody's giving him credit for this. I support our president in everything he does. He does do some fucked up shit, but this is something that strikes home with me. My little brother is autistic, and a lot of friends of mine have autistic kids and disabled kids. And our president passed a major bill funding research and all that stuff for autism. and it pisses me off. You know, y'all can't fucking at least put one fucking good thing out there of all the shit. You know, I ain't talking about the economy, you know, even though nobody wants to fucking say nothing how good or unemployment. Fuck all that shit. My little brother's autistic. You know, I got family that's autistic. I got friends that have kids that are autistic. You know, that shit hits home. And the fact that nobody gives them credit for that shit, y'all are just some assholes. You know, even your fucking almighty Greta Thunberg, the climate change goddess, you know, she's fucking autistic. So just think about that shit right there. You know what else that I noticed? Well, there's a couple things, and it's all involved with it. Don't hear too much about any UFOs, especially in the past 3-4 months.
No.
Like,
you would've told me about 'em. You would've told me
nothing, because I ain't told you about it.
No, I said you would have told me about it.
Well, I usually get it on my feed a lot, and, you know, YouTube has been going back and forth with the whole censoring thing. You know, 1 minute they're censored, next minute they're not. So one day I'll have nothing on my feed, next day all my shit will come up from you know, a month ago or this and that. But nothing has been popping up too much. You know, just kind of little conspiracies or, oh, the government did say this or that type deals. So I started doing the research on it. Dude, there's like armadas of fucking ships popping up everywhere, dude, that nobody's talking about. Like there's, before you might see one UFO if you see one. And then, you know, you might see the cluster of lights that might seem like there's a bunch of UFOs, but it's just one big ass UFO. Then every now and again you do see, like, you know, a bunch of them or whatever, a number of them. But now it's 3 or more all the time, everywhere they're at. It's 3 or more. Now, what makes it interesting is one thing that did come across my news feed, and it was only once. You know what a Muamua is?
No, I don't.
That is the new name for the Black Knight. Do you know what the Black Knight is? The Black Knight satellite, which is already a name that kind of covers up what it is this thing. It's not rock. It's an unknown substance, metallic, that has been orbiting the Earth for thousands of years. And it's been giving off a signal. Just recently, the signal started getting fainter and fainter and then stopping. Just recently, like within the past maybe 2-3 years. More and more people are becoming knowledgeable of it. That's when they changed the name. They kind of made it like it was some new shit that nobody knew about. So it went from the Black Knight to a Muamua. Another one just popped up out of nowhere, emitting some kind of frequency broadcast.
Yeah.
It's not stone. It's an unknown like metallic substance, and it's orbiting Earth. So, what the fuck is that? Now, you think that has any correlation with the sightings that nobody's talking about? You know, because usually when there's something big in the news, whether it be celebrities or whether it be the government or whether it be a mass shooting or something, some over on the other side is being done that they don't want you to know about. So they threw this in the limelight. So this whole bullshit on the president is pretty big. It's catching the world's attention. So you got to look at, well, what's on the opposite side of the world? What's going on over here? You know what's going on? A lot of fucking UFOs. Not only that, like there was somebody, who was it? I just watched a declassified interview. I want to say maybe one of the Cuban presidents or whatever the fuck they call them over there. I don't remember exactly which one. Or maybe one of the back in the day, the Iranian, Iraq, whatever the fuck the litter box people are called. But anyways, it was an interview. And this dude said that the U.S. government was using HARP to attack them. This was before anybody knew what HARP was, or what it did, or knew that, you know, we could do that shit, or any of that. I seen that, and like, you know, he was just spouting off, and it was one of them things that, you know, just kept going. Nobody even, you know, they was like, oh yeah, he's just talking shit or whatever. Well, wait a minute, what the fuck that cat just say? I don't give a shit about that oil over there. That nigga just said we fucking attacked him with a cloud. And we could do that. And he said where it was at. And nobody knows about this, but when you look it up, it's right where that dude said it's at. You know, HARP is right the fuck there. That's crazy shit right there. And to know that that's still there and that the U.S. doesn't control it is fucked up. Because the U.S. still runs it, but another entity controls it. And I believe it's the UN, but they won't say that. Did you even ever hear a HARP?
No. No.
You've never heard of it or something?
First time.
Look, Corey Cobain is like his brain is melting right now. HARP is a to see it. It looks like a big parking lot with a bunch of old school satellite dishes in it. It's up in Alaska.
Yeah, I think I know what you're talking about now. I know that's what it's called, though. And
supposedly, it could control the weather because it fucks with the ionosphere. That's where the aurora borealis and all that shit comes from.
Yeah.
And supposedly that's why the aurora borealis has gotten so strong and vibrant, is because they were fucking with HARP. And then, you know, supposedly CERN and all that other bullshit. But not only can HARP manipulate the ionosphere, but those same waves are like, can manipulate people. In smaller effects, it was done for decades on Gwen towers, on the old cell phone towers, right at the top. You know, the little blinking light that so airplanes don't hit them. Yeah. There's a little transmitter on there, and they were at first used for experimentation because they use a lot of that shit over in different places for warfare. But they experimented on U.S. people. But you know, the people who talk about wearing the tinfoil hats, that's why those people wear that.
Yeah.
Just block any kind of beam. I forget. They're called elf waves.
Mm-hmm.
Low frequency. Something low frequency waves. I forget what the E is. Probably electromagnetic.
Yeah.
And you know, it's proven to work. And not only can they make you sick, they can make you hallucinate. It was used back in the first Desert Storm.
Mm-hmm.
There was one instance, and I talked about this before, there was one instance where the whole litter box platoon, they pretty much had us fucked at that point. You know, in that battle right there, you know, they had us pinned down. And all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the whole troop dropped their weapons, stopped firing on the U.S., dropped their weapons, and got into a single file line and peacefully surrendered.
Mm-hmm.
to a handful of our troops because they said that Allah came down and told them to surrender. No. The U.S. sent some fucking shit into their head, and they thought Allah was talking to them, and they gave the fuck up.
Yeah, motherfuckers blow themselves up. They ain't got no sense. It's common sense. You can brainwash them, fuck.
Yeah, but it happens to us, too.
Yeah.
You know, and it's, you know, and that's old school. That's old school technology. It's done now simply by... You know, you ever notice anything you're talking about now in like an hour will pop up on Facebook or Google or anything you search, an ad for whatever you were talking about pops up?
Damn.
You know, it's they do it in the news too. Like I did a lot of research on like subliminal manipulation and shit for the news, and off rip, you know what news is being controlled to control you by watching their intros. All the news with the shit that spins, like right as soon as it starts, like anything, any of their banners that spin or any kind of design or logo that spins around, that's an opening to a subliminal thing. Like, and then the ones that keep them spinning, like you ever notice like ABC or what's one of the other ones that do it? CNN constantly has something moving too, and like they always got something moving on the screen, you know, and it's always something kind of in a cylindrical or like a cycle or a circle going around. Somehow that brings your attention to be focused on whatever they're pumping in your fucking shit. It's jacked up. That's why a lot of like before I even watch news or a lot of like even like foreign news or whatever, I won't watch the intros, or I'll just turn my head while, and you wouldn't think it would make a difference, but it does. It's crazy. Like, you are more susceptible to doubting or questioning what they're feeding you if you don't watch that than if you do. It's really, really weird. You have to check that shit out.
Yeah, well.
You know, it's just like the Coca-Cola that says, you know, no Muslims, no Allah.
One says that?
Oh, you don't know nothing about that neither? What the fuck, man?
It's what the fuck? Yeah, man.
You've been in here!
Like, what's about the Coca-Cola and all this shit? What are you talking about? They put them in the bottles?
No.
Like how
Well,
they
it's
put
been
the
there
name?
forever.
What?
If you take a Coca-Cola can,
Yeah.
and I thought this was bullshit too, and I happened just to stumble upon this.
Yeah.
Because I totally, like, I loved Coca-Cola, and then I found out they were affiliated with some dairy farm or whatever that does
Yeah,
fucked
we
up
already had
shit.
this talk.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ain't supposed to drink it.
Yeah, well, I started drinking it again.
Oh, shit. Yeah, quitter.
If you take a Coca-Cola can,
Yeah.
and turn it sideways, and you put it in the mirror.
You mean the words on it,
Yep,
like the
yep,
way it
yep,
rolled
yep,
out?
Yep. And you put it in the fucking mirror.
That's like that
It
life
says-
and death tattoo
It
type
says, no Allah, no Muslims.
shit. Well, damn, okay.
To debunk that, people have tried to debunk it, and they say like the one little squiggly thing is not quite turned, so it doesn't say that. Okay, bitch. Really?
Motherfucker's on a round can, like a spear. It ain't even round. You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna rap.
It just they try to, you know, because you can't just outright say, yeah, we don't like them motherfuckers, we ain't putting it on there. So no, that doesn't say that. You're crazy. Look, that little squiggly is nowhere near the same way. Dude, look, you can look it up. It's. I was like, I guess I'm drinking Coca-Cola, I guess.
Oh.
Like, fuck. I mean, why do you think I started drinking Dunkin'? Like, I drink Dunkin' more than stuff. Like, every once in a while I'll drink a Starbucks if I have to, but you know why I drink Dunkin' opposed to Starbucks?
I gotta hear this. Why is this? It all tastes like shit, but what's
No,
up?
this is the shit. Now, if you go into their stores, man.
I don't drink coffee at all.
Oh,
Terrible.
I'll fuck up some coffee.
Terrible.
But Starbucks, first of all, the chick on the front of the bottle, that ain't the original picture.
Yeah, that
The
looked like some
original-
type of like fucking.
It's a
old
pagan
picture.
goddess. And she was a mermaid with two tails, and she was naked in the original picture.
Okay.
And then eventually it got switched down.
Yeah, look that
and
up.
then you ever notice that the 5-point stars that go around the circle that's around her, and then the rivers, each one of those are different symbols of shit that is totally against us. But as far as something real, like something like non-conspiracy theory, it is written in the Quran. I forget which way it's written, but they're not supposed to use toilet paper to wipe their asses. They're only supposed to use their hands to
So
wipe
that's
their
what they
asses.
do?
Just stop. Yeah, if they're real deals, they're Muslims. They follow the Quran.
I'm gonna actually have a Muslim in jail. No, I ain't going back to
No,
jail.
because
but
that
I'm
ain't
one of them.
real Muslim. Those are motherfuckers trying to get some extra time out on fucking out of their cell.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm gonna ask them, y'all wipe y'all asses with your hands. That's how it says in the Quran.
But this is the kicker. In protest to all of the war shit and Donald Trump, Starbucks decided to hire 6,000 Muslims. So, somebody's touching something on that bottle. Just think about that.
Now, when motherfuckers
Just think
get
about,
anthrax,
just think about the
anthrax and
coffee
shit.
beans. Think about the machinery that crushes the coffee beans. Think about the water. Think about the bottles. Think about the rim of the bottle where you put your mouth. Now, how many hands and how many asses and how many bottles of coffee? Just you do the math.
I wonder how the stocks look when they fucking did that.
I'm sure. Well, it depends on what side of the world you're on. You can't really, I don't understand how people could keep judging politics on stocks or vice versa, because stocks is a game. That's gambling. That's a game.
That's all it is.
You know, if I'm in the stock market, and this has nothing to do with my patriotism, this has nothing to do with how I feel about my country or anything like that. This is how I feel about the game. If I can make $1 million over here in China by buying this stock over here and the U.S. stock over here, I could sell it all and make $1 million. Now, to the outside world, it may look like I favor China, but to the people in the game, I just made $2 million, and I'll sell fucking China out the quickest I can for another $2 million.
Yeah.
You know, I got no love there. I got no love on the other side because that's the game. Now you take the game out of it, fuck China, America. Straight up. But, you know, when you're in that game, the stock market game, just like, you know, the difference between sports and sports. Like, there's people in there for the love of the game. Just like in music, there's people in there for the love of the music.
Yeah.
But there's also people in there for the love of the game, meaning the gamblers and the people who bet on them games. You know, because that's just as much as a sport nowadays.
Yeah.
The gambling on the games. So that's a game within the fucking game.
DraftKings fucking get a lot of attention.
You know, how many times you love your team and you want your team to win the fucking bowl, but you got 51 on the other team with some great points, so you're like, fuck my team, go other team.
Every time I bet on my team, I lose anyway, so it don't matter.
I'll be in a motherfucking Steelers jersey if I could fucking win me $100. Go Browns.
Yeah, I better win.
You know, and when I get done counting my fucking money, I'm going to go to a Steelers restaurant and buy me a nice fat Philly sandwich.
And be like, damn, we
lost that shit, didn't we? That's a damn shame. Let me get some fries with that. Art Modell. That's what the fuck his name was. Now he is now the second smartest man in business. Because, you know, the smartest thing, Look, that nigga kept losing and losing and losing, and you just can't. You know, you should have learned from him. You know, y'all Obama fucking lovers should have learned from our Modell. You can't just run anything on hope and faith. You know, because I'll give that to all the Browns fans. They got all the hope. They got all the faith. But they ain't got shit worth the fucking skill or follow through. The fucking damn. Just like this year. I hear, and I haven't even paid attention.
They 2-3. They're horrible.
I hear from all the Browns fans. I mean, they're going to the bowl this year. The Browns are the shit.
They might be.
Oh, it's this year. It's this year. Just like last year. Oh, it's this year.
Just like it was since
we're
I've been
coming back.
since I remember.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
Every year they go into the Super Bowl and they made it to the playoffs once.
Now, when Art Modell left, when Art Modell sold the Browns and fucking left the Baltimore, that same year, boom, that nigga got a ring.
With all the
you gonna tell me he wasn't the smartest motherfucking man in the NFL? That's a businessman right there. He said, I'm sorry. You know, you got hope, you got faith, you got no change. I'm out.
Yeah, he got 2 Super Bowls moving to Baltimore.
You know, and now Baltimore is one of the hardest teams in the fucking league. And
they always got it. They always
got it. What? Oh, look, they got a motherfucking murderer on their team, and he's so goddamn good. They're like, fuck it, you just kill somebody. Oh, speaking of murderer, what time is it? It's
11:30.
Take another quick break, and then I'll end up on this story, because this is something I'm really, you know, I praised our president tonight, but there's something real fucked up in the news that if he doesn't do, to me personally, this is worse than the whole Khashoggi thing, and I'm going to end up on that, you know, so, yeah, we're going to take a quick break.
All right, we'll be right back.
It starts with
one thing. I don't know why. It doesn't even matter how hard you try. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to explain in due time. All I know, time is a valuable thing. Watch it fly by as the pendulum swings. Watch it count down to the end of the day. The clock ticks life away. It's so unreal. Didn't look out below. Watch the time go right out the window. Trying to hold on to didn't even know I wasted it all just to watch you go. I kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to be will eventually be a memory of a time I tried so hard and got so far. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to
tried. Keep that in mind. I designed this rhyme to remind myself how I tried so hard. In spite of the way you were mocking me, acting like I was part of your property. Remembering all the times you fought with me, I'm surprised it got so. Things aren't the way they were before. You wouldn't even recognize me anymore. Not that you knew me back then, but it all comes back to me in the end. You kept everything inside, and even though I tried, it all fell apart. What it meant to me will eventually be a memory of a time when I tried so hard and got so far. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. I had to fall to lose it all. But in the end, it doesn't even matter. I put my trust in you, pushed as far as I can go. For all this game of where somebody else takes you out of the frame and put your name to shame, cover up your face. You can't run the race, the pace is too fast, it just won't last. You love the way I look at you. While taking pleasure in the awful things you put me through. You take away if I give in. My life, my pride is broken. You have to think you're never wrong. You live what you do. You have to act like you're someone. You live what you do. You want someone to hurt like you. You live what you do. You wanna share what you've been through. You live what you do. You love the things I say I do. The way I hurt myself again just to get back at you. You take away when I give in. My life, my pride is broken. You have to think you're never wrong. You live what you do. You have to act like you're someone. You live what you do. You want someone to hurt like you. You live what you do. You wanna share what you've been through. You live
We back.
We back.
All right, so we got about 7 minutes left. I'm gonna end up with this story. One more shout out to everybody. Paul Goon, make sure you check him out. If you're around the Mansfield area and you're a Trump supporter, come check out the Trump party coming up on this weekend. Check that shit out on Facebook. Check out Sculler's Bay. Their party's coming up soon, so we got a lot
26.
of shit going on here.
Paul Coons the 19th.
Huh?
Paul Coons the 19th. And Stallers Bane is 26th.
This motherfucker didn't ding all goddamn night now. It's dinging everywhere.
Because it's almost time for the end of the show.
Ding!
Everybody's like, I gotta get home first.
Wrap this shit up. Wrap it up.
All them damn booty calls and shit.
I wish. I'm going home with look, I ain't even got lotion. It's gonna be a rough night.
That's fucked up.
It is, but it happens.
No,
Fucking right.
So
So yeah, Sculler Bane show, and then up in November, we got the All About the Paws dog show coming up. It actually is not a dog show. It's a show for the dogs. It's an actual fashion show. People clothes.
And where's this at?
That is going to be out in, I want to say Warren, maybe. What's that outskirts of Warren? Where did Jeremy's baby's mama work? Like somewhere around that area. Kind of that ritzier part of Warren / Nile / whatever. Yeah, Cortland. It's usually around Cortland at this golf course.
So you want to take one of your dogs there? Dress them up and shit?
Well, the dogs that come from the shelter though.
Oh.
So the ones that take care of it there.
And when is that?
That's going to be a fashion show. That's going to be in November, I believe, 20th.
Yeah.
We'll have more details on that when we get
Can we bring Jada and dress her up?
No outside dogs, just in case. Because a lot of the dogs, even though they are good dogs, they're good to one dog homes.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of dogs are friendly. A lot of dogs aren't. A lot of dogs, you may think
So
your
they
dog
don't
is
have no pets
friendly,
with you.
but your dog don't like this dog. Even though this dog didn't do shit, your dog's like, fuck that dog. You ain't coming to my house.
Exactly. You can't bring an animal because you might leave with one.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah.
But
Exactly.
an example of that, like,
Good shit.
Jackie took one of our puppies to one of the dog shows at PetSmart, and the other dog attacked the puppy.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
And we're like, oh shit. It wasn't, that our dog was, the mean dog. Is the other dog attacked our dog. Our dog defended itself, but still, you never know in that type of situation. So you always got to do the test run through, and it's always better than, come to see the dogs, you might take one home. And before you take that dog home, we'll have to do a little home test or whatever, just to make sure everything's cool.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of dogs, like my dogs personally, I don't give them a chance not to like another dog. Look, we all stuck here together. We all got to eat together. We all got to survive
Your
together.
dogs can't
You
be
may
picky.
not like that motherfucker over there. Stay the fuck away from him. You guys want to fight? Go the fuck ahead. All right, you're done. That's it. Get the fuck back, or you ain't getting fed.
That's how it is.
And that's the way it rolls. I got my dogs. If somebody comes in like an outsider, they're like Voltron. They turn into one fucking dog coming at you. But as far as like if it's just us at the house, there's this little pack over here that chills together.
Yeah.
There's this little pack over here that chills
They got
together.
little gangs and shit.
The two old girls stay together by themselves. They all got their
And just
separate
look at
spots.
each other like
they
plotting.
might walk past each other and give each other like a fuck you or something like, "Arr," like yeah, fuck your tail, nigga, some shit like that. But that's the way it is. You can't necessarily do that with bigger dogs. I can't just drop off my daughter's pit bull, who is like the size of Hooch from Turner and Hooch, in the middle of, like this house here, and expect nobody to get pissed off. One of these dogs will be like, hey, who the fuck is you? Don't be putting your balls on my sofa. What the fuck is wrong with you? It's gonna be like it's gonna be an issue until they be like, all right, nigga, you go sit over there or some shit like that. But if there's conflict of interest, you know, are you gonna step in the middle of that shit? Not very many. I mean, I have. It's not fun. You know, I've seen Jared step in the middle of 3. He's a big boy.
Yeah.
Jared got fucked up. But, you know, so it's not fun. You know, test your dogs out. Don't just drop them into a situation unless they're little, and then even them little bastards get wild. Shit. You know, a big dog has like the power in its jaw, but their teeth are nowhere near as sharp as these little bastards I got in my house, man.
They like nails and shit.
Dude, they're like fucking little shards of glass in their mouth. Alright, the story I want to end up with, they're being really, unless I missed anything within the past few hours, they're being really, really vague about this, so I'm going to just say it the way I've heard it. There's a diplomat's wife, American diplomat's wife, who apparently was overseas in Europe. And they're not saying if all they're saying it was an accident. But I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. She killed a kid. She fucking was in a car accident. It was her fucking fault. She swerved into the wrong side of the road or was driving down the wrong side of the road. And she fucking killed a kid. And it ain't like she didn't know, or maybe she kind of like, oh, I thought I hit a mirror or something, or maybe it was dark and I broad fucking daylight. Clear roads. This bitch killed a kid. And then she didn't apologize. She didn't, not from what I heard any reports of, didn't help. Didn't give 2 fucks. She hopped on a fucking plane, claimed her diplomatic immunity, and she came back to the U.S. and tried to hide. Dude, this shit is so big over in Europe, they stopped talking about Brexit. For the people who know what Brexit is, it's, I believe, Britain leaving the European Union, or one of them leaving the European Union. It's been going on for the past few years. That's almost like the impeachment thing over here. They stopped talking that, like they shut that shit down. They want this woman to be brought back and to be tried. I'm sorry. I feel that they're right.
Yeah, me too.
I'm all about supporting and protecting our Americans, but this can't even be tried here. You can't even hold that, oh, she's American, we could do that. No, they showed the mother and the father of this kid, and he was a kid. This wasn't even like a young adult. He was a fucking kid. And he's dead. He's dead over just straight carelessness. And, like I was telling you earlier, Greg, usually Trump is this flamboyant, so he got that I don't give a fuck attitude and fuck everybody. When right before I came here, I caught a clip of the news. Like he didn't even want to pick up his head. Like he the only thing he could say, and you could tell that he even thought it was bullshit. This was just a terrible accident. It was just an accident. Like you could tell it was like he was trying to convince himself, like, this dirty bitch.
But he couldn't because they were talking shit about him for saying that.
Now, they won't release, they'll just say it was a diplomat's wife. So it's got to be somebody high up there. They protecting the names of these folks pretty fucking well. All they're saying it's a diplomat's wife. So the only way I think, the most obvious way of trying to figure out whose wife it was, is start watching these hearings. These judiciary hearings, these impeachment hearings. Look at the tables. They're always set for the same people on that hearing, whether they're there or not. Look who's not there. Whoever is not there, their wife is the one that's fucked. So they should either be hiding or looking for a divorce lawyer. Quick. Because that's some shady shit. And to know you was flying down, they didn't make it sound like it was like an old lady. It wasn't anything like that. This was a younger woman. Yeah, bitch. Look, like I told you, and you used my get out of jail free card. You fucking both of us? No. I'm sorry. You gotta go. Leave the kids here. You know, I'll make sure you get to see postcards. They'll see you all over the news. I'm sure they'll see you for the next couple of years all over the news. You know, mommy's famous. Bye. That's it. That's the only thing you can do with that. You know, I don't give a fuck how much you love that person. She just condemned herself to hell on both planes. You gonna drag yourself down with her? Just because you love her? Nah, I don't think so. You get over love. You don't get over getting gang fucked in a British goddamn prison for 10 years. You know, that's a different type of love. That love you don't get over. Oh, my boo left me 20 years ago. Yeah, you're living on. You know, when you leave 20 years out of a British fucking prison, yeah, your asshole left you. You know, you're walking around with a fucking bag next to your ass. Alright, so that takes us over into midnight. Check out the vinyl night and check out the album nights and check us the fuck out. Hopefully I'm going to be able to make this rally, and if not, all my support to our president and all our peoples out there. Y'all be safe. I'm out.
All right, good night, y'all.